Hey folks, it's Nate, and welcome to the Iron Sysadmin News Recap, the show where I talk about the news that I care about, I think you should care about, in maybe 15 minutes or less. We'll see. First on the list, guess what? There's another init system in town, and it's called Nitro. This init system is designed to be lightweight, and it's designed to be everything that systemd is not. Now, I don't hate systemd. In fact, I kind of like the extensibility and the usability of systemd, but I realize not everybody's in that boat. So this one is written by Leah Newkirken. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right. And some of the goal features for this particular init system are things like a RAM-only state, so that it can work cleanly with things like read-only file systems. Event-driven, so it can operate without polling. A minimal footprint, of course. Simple configuration, and as you can see in the article that I've linked in the description of today's video, a number of other things. So what do you think? Do you like systemd, or do you think it's time for yet another lightweight init system? I don't know. Okay, our next article comes from Microsoft. I don't know about you, but I still feel weird talking about Microsoft in a positive light. I remember the days. But anyway, they've been a great open source partner over the past couple of years, maybe decade at this point. And they really deserve some credit for this announcement. What they're announcing is that their DocumentDB project, which appears to be a MongoDB alternative that's backed by Postgres, is joining the Linux Foundation. So they have open sourced this project, and they have a link in the description here, link in the article here, to their GitHub page, where you can go and see the source and see what DocumentDB is all about. But I think it's a pretty cool gesture from Microsoft's part. Next on the list is a YouTube video that I came across regarding gaming on Linux. I'm a proponent for gaming on Linux. I actually just recently made a video about putting Bazzite on my gaming rig as its primary operating system to do exactly that, game on Linux. This particular video is about comparing Windows 11 versus SteamOS on an older Dell desktop to try to see which one gets a better frame rate. The creator of the video takes an older Dell workstation and slaps an AMD video card into it, a new power supply, because it needs to provide power to said graphics adapter, and then slaps Windows 11 and SteamOS on it, and then compares the frames per second ratings from a number of games that have FPS measurements in them. And the output is, I would argue, not all that surprising. SteamOS performs better by 10, 15, maybe even 20 frames per second in a lot of popular games with the same graphics settings. So check it out if you want to see a little video about that. In the gaming vein is a video that I came across regarding the early access program for Modern Warfare 6, requiring an anti-cheat program that runs in the Windows kernel and requires your system to run secure boot. Some gamers are obviously upset about this, and not because they want to cheat at their games, but because putting anti-cheat at that level inside of your operating system has always been a bit of a privacy concern. On top of that, it means that running Modern Warfare 6 on Linux may be impossible. I don't know, I guess we'll just have to see where the space moves. And a topic that's near and dear to my heart, ActivityPub and the Fediverse. Ghost is an ActivityPub-backed publishing protocol, or publishing platform that is meant to help us take back the free web. If you go to their website, there's a really inspirational blurb on here about what it is that they stand for, and I got to be honest, I support it. I actually just learned about Ghost in researching this article, and to be honest, I just signed up for their early access program, so we'll see how that turns out. Maybe I'll know a little bit more about it before the next time we record. But the news is that Ghost now supports one of the moderation tools that a number of other ActivityPub-based platforms do support, and that is domain blocking. So that feature is now deployed in Ghost, so that's a boon for the moderation capabilities within this particular branch of the Fediverse. So to me, that means progress, and to me, that's a good thing. In more ActivityPub news, the WordPress ActivityPub plugin has gained a new feature, and that feature is the ability to follow other accounts from within your WordPress admin panel. Now, I run the WordPress ActivityPub plugin on a couple of my websites. It allows you to share your blog posts and whatnot as ActivityPub items across the ActivityPub network, which I think is pretty neat. I can't imagine why I would want my blog to follow other people, but I'll have to try this feature out and just see how it works. maybe I'm missing something. And last but not least for today's show, Blue Sky has opted to block the state of Mississippi. You might ask why? Well, it's because of some new legislature in Mississippi that requires age verification to sign up for social networks. Blue Sky has decided that they don't have a big enough team to be able to implement said code, so instead they're blocking the state of Mississippi. So for all of you that love to claim about how decentralized Blue Sky is, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I have not adopted Blue Sky yet, and this is one of the reasons why. For all of its claims of being decentralized and federated, there's still a central hub, and that central hub can do things like block Mississippi. Now, obviously, that central hub does solve some of the problems that other decentralized networks have, but at what cost? I don't know. At any rate, you can read more about this and all of the articles that I've talked about today within the notes of today's show. If you like this show, or you like me, or you like this channel, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell, all the things you do for the YouTubers that you like. And hopefully I'll catch you in another week.